Click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Good afternoon, my beautiful people. How y'all doing today? It's a beautiful Wednesday. Y'all know how I do on Wednesdays. It's Wednesday. I'm happy. You dig? Reclaim myself. Sekou the Madman. You know what? Before I even go through my whole thing, I ain't gonna front. I'm kind of happy. Well, I've been happy, but within the past couple of weeks, I've been in the seat. I look kind of good in the seat, but you know, I'm not Rose. Rose looks better in the seat. Shout out to Rose. That's family fun we have. But welcome to Reclaim Myself. I am Sekou the Madman, aka Sekou, aka Mr. aka blah 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 blah. Today, as we reclaim myself, we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to recap about last week because last week's topic was really good, and we're going to do a part 2 later on. Because I think everyone still needs to know about the post-traumatic slave disorder, PTSD. Yeah, post-traumatic slave disorder. It's definitely real. On top of that, today's topic is going to be about the school system. You know, is it really for the children? So today we're going to get heart to heart. We're going to get some realness in. We're going to talk. We're going to have some fun. Today, Rose cannot be with us. She's taking care of some business, but she's here in spirit with us. She might call in. She might Skype in. I don't know. But, Rose, this show is for you, baby. So, let's recap for a second about last week. Last week, we was talking about PSTD, post-traumatic slave disorder. And that's more or less, from what I got out of it, is from everything that happened for my ancestors. You know, whether it's having a hard time just being whatever nationality you are in whatever setting you is. But for this case, we're speaking about our black people and how, you know, the slavery thing happened because we're still in slavery till this day. Whether if we want to accept it, acknowledge it, ignore it, or face the fact for the truth. And that causes a lot of stress also because we always trying to prove ourselves, whether it's to our own kind or it's to somebody else. So that can cause some stress. That can cause, you know, some animosity. That can cause a couple of things. So when we had that talk last week, you know, I learned a lot about the whole stress thing. I honestly, I really thought it was for the military, but it goes to show how society and the media will show you or tell you what this is, and that's not really what it is. You know, we are the media that's going to speak the truth. You know, here on Be Exposed Radio, Reclaim Itself, we all about the truth. Even all the shows that's not Reclaim Itself, they always speak the truth. That's on Be Exposed Radio. That's why we here. So, in the midst of all this, y'all can call us too. 410-702-5657. I do have on a new shirt, by the way, even though it's not about post-traumatic stress disorder or slave disorder. But my new shirt, it rocks. I'm going to show y'all in a second after I finish inviting everybody to watch our show. Also, if you haven't, please go to Facebook, to our like page, Reclaim Itself. You know, just hit the like button and you'll be notified for all of the upcoming events and topics and things of that nature. Also, before I forget, for our Charm City Direct viewers, there will be a special broadcast this Friday from 4 to 6, you know, and that's with Mr. E. Digger, the magical Anissa Marine. I apologize, sweetie. I'm gonna do it over. Charm City Direct with E. Digger, the magical Anissa Marine, Thick Kells, and D. the Boss. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a special broadcast for y'all this Friday from 4 to 6. Don't miss it. It's gonna be live. You know, so shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Big Exposed Radio. Shout out to everybody that's on Big Exposed. We all one big family here. Y'all need to like stay on this station from Saturday to Sunday. Yeah, I know that Sunday is the rest day, but that's your rerun day. So if you missed a day, that's your rerun. Bong. Yeah. Shout out to Nate in the cut. Nate give me the parent look like, boy, you forgot something. But yeah, definitely, you know, stay tuned to this channel, y'all. We here, we're about the community, we here, and we're about just educating and enlightening y'all on whatever each show is about. Each show, it has a great topic. Each show is a great show. So now back to this show, Reclaim Itself and post-traumatic slave disorder. That's something that we all need to sit down with our family and try to break that chain. Have conversation. Do not segregate each other. And when I say that, I mean, yes, dark skin, light skin, brown skin. They already segregate us. We shouldn't segregate each other either. We need to all come together. We need to support each other because support will help kill that whole stress thing. If someone knows that you're worrying about something, because worrying is a form of stress. Trust me, I know. I caught a stroke from worrying at a young age, and it wasn't a cool thing. So I don't worry about nothing anymore. I try not to. But nevertheless, you know, having a good support system, a good team, you know, that can break that chain. Whereas that now it gets you to talk. It gets you to open up. It gets you to, you know, express your feelings, but in a disrespectful way and in a non-confrontational way. Whereas that you could take criticism, you know, because no one here is perfect. We all need help. We all need support. And we all need direction at some point in time in our life. So, you know, if you know you're going through some things, reach out. You know, I'm tired of that whole thing of, oh, what happens in this house, stay in this house. That's why we got a lot of stuff going on in these houses that no one know about. And then once they find about it, it's like, oh, they was such a good person. Yeah, they could have been, but stuff could have been prevented also if we all come together as a community. Now, I'm not saying be like the old lady on the block and be in everybody's business. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying be there for people. If you sitting outside and you see a young man, a young woman, whatever, old man, old woman, people go through stuff. There's nothing wrong to speak, smile, you know, that could change their mind state. You understand? So my key thing is let's kill the stress. Let's make more love and less hate, because it's stressful and it's too draining, man. All the energy is to be mad and to be stressed out, to be worrying about something you can't change or fix. Nah, not the kid. So, post-traumatic slave disorder is a real thing. Y'all can Google it, Wikipedia, whatever y'all want to do. Y'all can bing it. Y'all can bing it. That's funny. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really real, and it affects us a lot. You know, we need to come together. We also, just go for a walk. Instead of sitting there in front of a TV or a phone or a tablet, go get some fresh air. You know, walk around the block. Walk to a playground. Not sit there say you got to go play on the playground, but getting that fresh air, that helps out too, because it opens your endorphins, it opens your mind even more to where you start thinking about things and having conclusions to your problems. You know, I've been an individual where that I've been going through something, and when I went through something and I went outside, it came so clear. Yes, absolutely. Yes. I'm about to talk about y'all comments, and I appreciate y'all for commenting. But yes, you know what I'm saying? Do something to expand your mind. The key thing is make your mind strong, because once your mind go, you gone, and that's more stress. And from what I see, Twyla, back to the basics. It definitely takes a village. Thank you, Twyla, for tuning in. I appreciate you. You know, or like Walter says, yeah, read a book. Yo, it's nothing wrong with sitting on your porch, getting that nice sun, feeling that cool breeze, and reading a good book. I don't mean no audio book. I mean like turning pages book. You understand? You know, like that's what it is. Yeah, the sun kissing your skin. Absolutely, Twyla. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So, in the sense of that, that's what we can do. That will bring down stress. Conversations, respectful conversations. You dig? Going outside, exercising. Now, when I mean exercising, I mean like, a normal stretch. You ain't got to go hit the gym and get all buff and brolic and want to lift 4,000 pounds. No. A simple stretch will definitely help you out. If you happen to watch the Asians, like I know a lot of y'all may watch the little kung fu flicks, because I do. I love the kung fu flicks. You know what I mean? They always stretching. They always reading, stretching, and eating right. You understand? That's it. I be saying these people, they be old as Methuselah, but look young because, they act young and they're limber because they stretch, because they eat right, because they live right, because they do the right thing, and they're and they're also a village. You understand? Like, okay, Miss Twyla. Shout out to Teondra for inviting you. Thank you for taking that invite. You know what I'm saying? Stack smack. Yes. Reading newspaper, you know what? That is really good. It's interesting too, because the newspaper, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't read the newspaper, I ain't gonna sit there and stunt to you, homie. But I do know the newspaper does have different information in it than what you see on the news. You dig? Because it's more they gotta cover. So yeah, reading newspaper is not a bad thing. Plus it keeps you notified of what's going on in your community. You know, because hate to be the last thing to know what's going on and you chopped and screwed like a Bum B song. That's not a good thing. Yes, absolutely, Walter. Put down these phones, man. Phones, tablets, computers. They are the new idiot screens. Remember we used to have the idiot boxes, which was the TV? It upgraded. Now they all idiot screens. They're making our mind mush. Now don't get me wrong. For the ones that use their devices to research, to read, to expand their mind, to help their mind grow as well as their body, then yeah, not knocking y'all. But the ones that want to look at fight videos and girls twerking, a whole bunch of nonsense, that causes more stress later down the line. I know y'all probably don't understand why, but I'm gonna tell you why. Easy fact: you looking at this device, you looking at this female or male, whoever you are. Now you're intrigued with them. Now you got to figure out, how can I get them? Oh, I have to have some kind of money. I have to have some kind of look, because now you're stalking their page. Not really stalking their page, but stalking their page. So now you like them. You like what they're about. So now you got to impress them. So in the midst of you impressing them, you're stressing yourself out, because you should not have to impress anybody by overdoing yourself. You understand? Be you, no stress, everybody's happy. You dig? Wow, y'all really talking. I love y'all. Thank y'all. What you talking about this music, man? Well, yeah, even down to music, because this music can be stress related too. If you're an artist and you trying to get your music out there and you're going about the wrong way, that's stressful. Even if you're going about it the right way, it can be stressful because you're going about the right way. It's so crazy when it comes down to this stuff. Is you have to be mindful of everything you're doing because stress is easy to get. It really is. They eat what they. It's only our country. Yes, Walter, I agree with you. As I watch these other shows, yeah, America is the only country that eat crazy. Even though we look at these other countries and they eat crazy because of the stuff they eat, but it's more healthier for them. Just like it should be healthier for us. Absolutely. You know, yeah, the CD paper did become thin, Miss Twyla. I'm good to you. Oh, that good and bad. Twyla, you're funny. Twyla, I'm happy that, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people like you, Twyla, can admit to, you know what I mean, doing the good and bad and what they do. And I appreciate that. You know, the key thing is at least you know what you're doing that's good and bad, and let's try to get rid of that bad and make it more good. But nobody's perfect, Twyla, because I do the same thing, sweetie. No one's perfect at all. Yes, Ren, today's sound has changed so much. You know, and yeah, but that's the thing though. That's how you expand your mind. If you just listen to one set of music, you only be stuck one way. If you expand your mind, listen to symphony, orchestra and opera and country and whatever, that have you thinking a whole lot different. But I'm about to go pay some bills in the red. I mean, come back and we can finish talking about this because I'm liking this feedback and I appreciate y'all. We are reclaiming self right now. We are talking about post-traumatic slave disorder. But when I bring in my guests, we're going to talk about that a little bit more, and then we're going to hit the topic for the day. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Reclaim Itself. I'm Sekou the Madman. Rose Garden is out taking care of business, but she's here in spirit, and we will see you in a minute.
Check out this flashback from It Is What It Is radio show.
Paul he was chilling, he was doing his thing. Y'all, you feel me? Love y'all family, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And like for him to be taken away from you, snatched away from you just like that. You feel me? It's like damn. Another good one gone. You know what I'm saying? Like why you taking the good? You know what I'm saying?
You always end up asking like why?
And like again. It's a lesson that it's a test of faith. You feel me? Gonna take you through these tests. You feel me? You're gonna go through these little phases in life, yo. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you just gotta recognize that one, it's the adversary trying to knock you off your pivot, and then it's God trying to teach you something. You feel me? Right. Anything that you go through, you gonna get through. It's called going through. You feel me? That's why it's called going through. You going through something. Right. You feel me? Because after you go through it, you get through it. You look back on it like, damn, I got through that. You feel what I'm saying?
For this and more, be sure to tune into BeExposedRadio.com every Friday from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock p.m. to listen to more of It Is What It Is radio show.
My name is Ruth Rusi. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live united. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusi. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
My name is Meera Batra. I have been in this country 32 years, and this is how I live united. America has always been the land of promise, and in my community, many families have come for a better life. Coming from another culture myself, I know the desire to become part of a community, to feel at home and to gain the tools for our children and families to succeed. So I advocate for these families with United Way. United Way empowers them to look beyond their histories and to see what opportunities are available. We help them get involved with their kids' schools, network within the community, and when we do, we unite them. We make the community stronger. What I do is something I wish someone had done for me, and I am so grateful I am able to. My name is Meera Batra. I help families see opportunities and succeed. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Bung. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all can't see the D. Hold on. Okay. Welcome back, my beautiful peoples. Welcome back. Yo. Woo. I'm tired. But I'm happy. I have two great guests in here today. To my left, great guy. Cool dude. Mellow. And can spit bars. So lyrical. I met the dude. And first day I met him, shook his hand and was like, whatever. He ain't gonna hook up. He ain't gonna do nothing. Like some months later, he hit me up like, yo, you trying to link up? I'm like, yeah, whatever. Let's do this. I had some free time. I'm happy I had free time that day. The boy is bad. Mr. Genuene, thank you for coming to the show, homie.
Thank you very much for having me for y'all. What's going on?
That's what's up. That's what's up. And then across from me, this young lady right here. This is, I'm gonna call her the female version of me. And I say this like she's a hard worker, dedicated to what she do. She will not sleep until her job is done. You understand? She's a motivator. And it's crazy because she's still learning, and she will tell you she's still learning and be willing to learn and willing to teach, which is so great. So I would like to thank her, Miss Teondra White, the president of Voices. You understand? And she's going to break down what Voices is and what Voices mean, because it's an acronym, y'all. And we don't mean that D Trump joint. Nah. This is like really for the community. So, Miss Teondra, I thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me, Mr. President.
Thank you. Oh yeah, yo, I'm a president too, so that's the bond we had. It's presidents over here. Yes. It's leaders over here. Yes. You understand? We all leaders. You dig?
All day.
So real fast, I'm gonna do a quick synopsis. Yeah, I use the word synopsis. I like that word. It just popped in my mind. Of who's who and what everyone does. Genuene is an artist. Like I said, phenomenal artist. He's not an MC. I know y'all like, what? What you mean? This guy sings, he raps, spoken word. He's a writer. I call him an entertainer. I've seen him entertain a few times. I'm gonna tell you like this. I seen this guy sit down. Okay, yes, ma'am. Everybody, for a second, go to YouTube. And the website. YouTube, Be Exposed, bung, reclaim itself. Facebook, Be Exposed, bung, reclaim itself. Facebook, reclaim itself, Bung. You're there. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we had some technical difficulties on Facebook. So I'm going to redirect y'all again. Bung. Go to YouTube. I'm going to put the link up again after I go there. I'm going to share it on my page. But in the midst of that, yes, Mr. Genuene is an artist from the company Splash Boys. Shout out to Splash Boys. So,
yeah, shout out.
Like I said, like I really have some real people in here. And I did this on purpose, y'all. I know it sounds crazy because we're talking about the school system, but I did it. I have an activist and I have an entertainer. Both of these people are important to the community. I know y'all like, huh? Why? Well, the activist, duh, I know. But how the entertainer? Well, like we always been talking about on these shows, music influence everybody. Absolutely. Everything. 1 minute you're happy, 1 minute you're mad, hear the right song, you like, oh shucks, that's my joint. And you forget why you mad. So that's why I did this. I want y'all to understand that on Reclaim Itself, it's no wrong answer. Hey, my friend is here, Miss Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hey, Rose, was good.
I can't see you. I can't hear you. Where are you? Is she there? She is? Okay, we're gonna figure this out. But because Miss Rose is actually on Skype right about now. She must take a break from handling the business because she's another hard worker and she's just doing her thing. I see you. Hey. Okay, I see it now. I just can't hear if she's talking. She's not talking right now? Okay. Well, as she's getting together, as I was saying, the two people that's here, yes, entertainer and the activist. They're here we're all here to enlighten, educate, and empower. I did that on purpose. That is a little inside because that is Voice's mission statement. And I am a part of Voices, but today I'm not a part of Voices. Today I am Mr. Radio Guy. Yes. I don't know y'all, but I know y'all.
Absolutely.
You understand?
Okay.
So
I feel you.
I want them to get to know who y'all are. So I'm gonna play like I don't know y'all.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, she be back. Cheese and crackers. Okay. Well, nevertheless, so stress. It plays really heavy. It's a big thing.
Hello.
There we go.
Hi.
Rose is in the building.
What's good, Rose?
Hi, Rose.
Where you go?
Maybe it's her signal.
It's probably her signal.
It's a signal? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, because I see her face now.
Yeah, I can see it too.
So sunshiny.
So beautiful.
Yes. Shout out to beautiful Rose.
Yes.
In the garden.
Yes.
Right.
Well, once the connection gets fixed up with Rose, she definitely would chime in because this topic is for everybody. If you have children, please sit down and watch this with them. Okay. Rose, I got you, baby.
Good.
Hey! Greetings again?
I can barely hear you guys, but hello.
Okay.
How are you
All right.
doing?
Hey!
Okay.
We can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Sekou, send me the link on Facebook, please. So
Okay.
I can have it.
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to improvise right now. So
Okay.
give me 1 second.
Yes, ma'am. So in the midst of this, I'm sorry, y'all. I got happy because my host called through. But yeah, so in the midst of this whole thing of the community and stress factor, we have to work on our eating habits. We have to work on our living habits. Speaking, with respect. I understand, my peoples. We all catch attitudes. Sometimes we just wake up with an attitude.
Yes.
But that does not mean we go and take out on somebody else. That's not a good look. So we all need to, let's work on ourselves, including me, because I ain't gonna stunt. I'm not perfect, and I'm still learning. But by me having that stroke at a young age, it woke me up, and I'm trying to wake everybody up that knows about this, because as y'all know, we not promised tomorrow, and especially in this community of black people. Shoot, some dudes, as we discussed a couple shows back, don't even think they're gonna see 18.
Yes.
You understand? It's amazing when they see 25. Like the guy Wicks, I was talking about him last week. It's a client of mine. Another dope MC. You gonna meet him soon, Genuine.
Okay.
He just turned, I think he's like 27, 28. But nevertheless, his age, we were sitting there talking, and he like, yo, you know, a lot of my dudes don't think they're gonna see 25. I'm like, for real? And it made me think back to the show that we had about these young guys is trying to get all they can get right now,
Right.
so they can die off,
Right.
which is a form of stress.
Yes.
See, I'm trying to like learn y'all from my perspective, because stress ain't that every day, oh no, what the kids gonna eat. Stress can be something as small as, dag, I'm at work now, I don't feel like doing this. They gonna get on my nerves.
Yep.
Now I'm stressed out.
Right.
Because,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You made your own self stressed out. So,
Exactly.
you know, we got to think of stuff like that. You know, I would like for all of us to start changing things. And like I said, I'm in this also because I'm not exempt. Like, today is a prime example of me kind of catching a stressful moment, but I also caught it where the ways that I had to stop it.
Right.
And that's why I got y'all here on the show, because we all gonna talk about for a second a moment that we had that it was stressful, but we broke it down where the ways that stress didn't bother us. Yeah. I know we got some moments.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna start with Mr. Genuine right here. Please, think of a moment where there was that it was a stress time and you took care of it and made that stress a positive, where there was that it didn't affect you.
Man, so many of that going around. I would say me getting sick and watching my closest friends, family members, people like that just completely just, exit me out of their life for real. Mm-hmm. So I had nobody to actually turn to.
We're going to work this out. Just give us a second. I'm coming.
Okay. Do your thing, Pooh.
And so what I was I think what I was seeing was, at your darkest moments, the people who you think is going to be there is not there at all for real. But then I had to give it to God, right, and it turned into a complete positive for real. Right. Because then I became healthier, wiser, and stronger. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's what's up. And, for people out there, for the ones out here that are religious or spiritual like that, I can't front. Yes, meditation, praying, taking some you time just to talk to your creator. Yes, that is a stress reliever. I ain't gonna stunt, homie. It's been many a times like that happened, and I had to breathe and talk to the creator and check myself before I've been in jail. So I definitely concur with that. How about you, Miss White?
When I got fired from my last job.
It
was a lot of stress.
Yes,
because my grandmother was going into the hospital for her surgery.
Okay.
It was a seasonal position at Liberty Tax, but instead of me getting upset, I made the decision to completely go independent with my tax business. And I took it as a sign, because I keep pedaling back and forth whether I want to be independent fully, or do I want to be independent part-time and then work part-time, so I decided I want to be independent full-time, and I will work for someone as needed.
Okay. So you do taxes?
I do.
Wow. Y'all hear that? So you understand? I know kind of late on the tax part, but hey, it's always next year.
Taxes all year around. People call me with so many different situations.
I did not know. See, that's why I love Wednesday. Wednesdays is my school day, y'all. Like I say it every Wednesday, and y'all like, you crazy? No, I'm dead serious. I did not know that people do taxes all year long. Yes. I just thought it was from what, from October to April, huh? Rose. See, I didn't know that. Okay.
It's from January till April.
You say that all the time.
People get there.
Yes.
I do. Yes, I do. I sure do. But I love it because I learn. It's a beautiful thing. I also, Rose, I just put the link on the Be Exposed page, and now I'm going to.
There's a delay.
Yeah.
There's a delay in my responses to you.
At first, it is. I'm trying to catch up now to see if it is one now.
I don't think so.
Is it delayed with me?
Mm-hmm.
There is one.
Okay. Cool in the game. Now, are you watching the YouTube page, or are we back on Facebook? So I know where to go at. YouTube? Okay. All right. So all my followers, please go to the YouTube page. I just put the link up on my page. So I'm about to go to YouTube so we can tune in.
Yes. So I'm actually watching on YouTube.
Okay. There we go. All right. So, Miss Rose, we was discussing about last week about the post-traumatic
sleep. There's definitely a delay. So I'm.
This delay thing is cool. I just gotta figure it out.
Gotta love technology.
Love it.
Yeah, this is a little insane. So what I heard you say is that you were discussing last week about the post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What about it?
Oh no, I would just, how we did our recap from last week to this week. So that's all that was. I was recapping, and letting everyone know that the stress can be stopped if we do the correct things and break that chain that we so used to doing, and we think it's the norm, and it's not the norm. It's killing us off. So that's how I looked at that with this whole thing of the post-traumatic slave disorder. Is let's change the routine.
In our community is that we choose to medicate over meditate.
Yes.
I think that that right there is such a true synopsis of that world, because even when I was little, when people say, well, you have ADHD, right, the parents would rather medicate you than find out the source of the problem.
Bong. Absolutely.
But do the parents know what to do?
Because maybe the parents have suffered for that too.
Right, it's a genetic thing. You think about your grandmother, they drank. They sit down, play cards, listen to music, they drink.
Exactly. And so because of that, they used to medicate through so many different, bad habits and stuff like that for us. So it's kind of hard for them to say, well, let's do this instead of turning into liquor or weed or something like that.
Makes sense. Absolutely.
Because you had to think about when, I'm sure, was it Master P? It was a reality show, but it was a rapper and he was doing yoga. And of course it was this big negative thing, and it's sad because there's lack of exposure. Yes. Everything is not a bad thing because you never did it. And because someone's doing something you never did doesn't make them crazy. Right. It makes us all different as we are. But we have a perception because, well, she's doing this and I'm not. It's a problem. It's not a problem.
Exactly. And once again, that causes stress.
It does.
Because it's like, oh no.
Right.
She said.
Right.
So now I gotta please you.
Right.
No.
At the end of the day, children do what they see, not what they're told. That's
Absolutely.
number one. When they diagnosed my son saying that he had ADD, I looked at him and he said, Mom, I have ADD. I said, no, you don't, boo-boo. What you have is outstanding drama. You are an artist.
Yes, Rose.
That is definitely true, though. Yes. And it's sad that someone says, oh, you have that. And you like, oh, okay. Nah.
And the reality of it is that if you research ADD and post-traumatic stress disorder, you will realize that it's the same symptoms.
It is.
It is.
And that's the part that's funny, because they so quick to say everybody has ADHD. So what? Everybody has post-traumatic.
This is what they do. If you make it ADD, then you make it a genetic issue. If you make it post-traumatic stress disorder, then you make it a society issue. And they don't want to take responsibility for what's happening in the community. Because if there's trauma in the community, then that means it's something that society has to deal with instead of the parents having to deal with the ADD.
Right.
Absolutely. That definitely is serious, because once again, the government is not going to say, oh yeah, we take the blame for that. No.
So let's put the responsibility back on the parents.
Right.
Exactly.
Easy. You know what? It's not our fault.
Right.
It's your fault. But we got the drugs for y'all, though. So take these pills.
Right.
So y'all can be slow and dumb and slow and unconscious. and you just can't.
Here, pop a pill.
Yeah. And can't think anything. It's just like,
Right.
They want us all like that. It's easy to control.
Right.
Exactly.
And on your way to addiction, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
what are we teaching them? If you have a problem, pop a pill.
Yeah.
So may it be Ritalin or may it be Molly, but it's a pill anyway.
It's a
right?
pill,
So
yes.
you're
And, and it's still a pill.
use substances to deal with their issues versus communicating what they're feeling inside.
Bong.
Right there. Communication. The lack of communication.
But here's the thing. I'm about to play devil advocate, because Rose schooled me to this. If you know how to communicate, and you know how to communicate because y'all was brought up communicating with your parents.
Right.
I never had that.
So you don't know how to communicate.
I don't know.
You're going to do it in different ways. Violence.
Right.
Destruction. Abuse.
Yes. Which is also all a cry for help.
It is.
At the end of the day. Because in a sense, I'm looking at it this way. In a sense, it could be a form of jealousy.
Yes.
Because
aggression and fear, which is very, very common in our community.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Teach our children or school our children through fear, which creates more trauma within them.
Exactly. Post-traumatic.
So yes, that's the key thing is, well, us as a family, as a village, stop using fear.
And then on top of that, and then old school parents, they're going to beat you and then ask you if you want something to cry for when you're crying. So again, they're taught to stuff their emotions and not deal with what's going on.
Right.
And I hated that coming up.
Exactly, me too.
It be, bah,
you want to give you something to cry for?
What's something to cry for? Chick, you just smacked me. I'm already crying. Like, I don't need nothing else to cry for. Right. But yes, that is true. And what I think is sad is, thinking about that, just that little comment right there. Where did that come from? Like, come on, man.
I mean, did that come from the slaves or something? Where did it come from? To me, it came from the slaves. It came from the slaves because when them being slaves, when they did something wrong, the master whipped them or worse. Right. So then we have these our parents were brought up on spare the rod, spoil the child. See what I'm saying? So when you put that into that type of category, you categorize the word abuse.
Right.
See, back then it wasn't abuse. Now, if you just tap your son or daughter on the arm or something because they did something wrong, you got the cops after you because you're just trying to make sure that your son or daughter does not do anything wrong.
I'm happy you said that. I'm happy that comment right there about tapping them and calling police. That is going to go towards. I'm happy you said that because that's all in lines of this whole topic.
Let's take that a step further, and I know that this is going to be a delayed comment, but this is what I feel about it.
Oh no.
So we are now at the other end of polarity, right? First it was beat your children. Now it's don't beat your children at all. Yet there's no classes on how to communicate with your children.
Yes.
There it is.
Yes. And it's sad because when you do, for the parents that do stop.
So what we have is a whole generation of parents who don't know what to say, don't know what to do, because they don't have the tools and skills to address the issues that are going on with their kids. So they throw their hands up, and these kids are left to raise themselves.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. That if that ain't the truth, I don't know what it is.
The parents are in the club more than being home, educating their kids.
Hence the Frankie generation.
Frankie, do it my way. You can't tell me nothing. I love it. But that is true, absolutely. But even with all of that, and even down to the parents that don't go to the club, just think about the parents that just rather not deal with the quote unquote headache of that child's problem.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, you got a problem? Here, watch TV. Boy, get out my face. Girl, get out
and
my
that
face.
right there is a whole nother problem right there. They rather.
You guys stop. Listen to me for a second, and I know you're gonna get this in a delay reaction.
There you go.
But it's not that the parents don't want to deal with the kids. They don't know how, right? The parents don't know how to deal with the kids because they didn't get the skills that they had, that they needed to deal with the kids. So you can't hit them. They don't know how to talk to them. So they're lost too. So you have the blind leading the blind. That's all it is. So we can't even blame the parents. We have to come from a place of compassion and say, okay, how do we do our part to go into the communities and support these parents in addressing their children? And let's take it a next step further. These parents are 5 years old themselves. Their mental state is mature enough to deal with the issues that their kids are dealing with. You have babies having babies.
Yes. That is true. That is definitely true. But I was speaking on the fact of the parents that really do know that do not want to deal with their child.
You're 30 and a grandparent. What does that say about how that child that you had was able to have a chance to succeed based on what she saw? Because here's the truth. Children do as they see, not as they're told.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely. The thing is, though, even down to these parents, for the ones that don't know and the ones that do know, the ones that do know is not trying to support or show the ones that don't know. It's that the game to be sold, not told.
Yes.
And that sucks.
Each one teach one.
Yes. Absolutely.
Hold on, she's saying something.
Yeah, but we can't even focus on that, Sekou. We can't even focus on that because that's just a waste of time. Yeah, you know what? There's always going to be people who know and don't want to share. That's okay. That's okay. Because those who want to know will find the information. And those of us, like us, who know better are doing better. And that's what we need to focus on. Back to the pond with the pedal. Every time you drop a pebble in the pond, eventually the water will overflow. That's what we have to focus on.
That's what's up. And we're going to come back, Rose, because we're about to take a break. But we're going to leave out on that note. So we come back. Remember that. Pond, water, overflow. Yeah, I paraphrased that really well. But we'll be back. Reclaim the Self. Rose, hold on, sweetie. We're going to come back after this break. So, Reclaim the Self, peoples. Don't go nowhere. We here.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. I've learned I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Well,
okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids and when you got a wife and then you doing everything and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah,
make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Business owners, need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Okay, my peoples, welcome back. We left the more mic. There we go. My mic sounds nice. Check one. All right, that's
we saw jamming.
Only real hip hop heads know about that though.
All I need is a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah,
I did peep that. Shout out to the real hip hop heads that knew that song.
Right.
So as we were saying before we went on break, from like Rose was talking, she made a good valid point, and we need to focus on us doing better, not the ones that's not doing. Let us be that pebble in that pond, so we can make that ripple overflow, which is dope. Like,
can we pause there? Because that made me think of something.
What's up?
Because negativity, the amount of light that's shown on negativity is sickening.
Yes.
And I say that because people will say, yeah, Teondra, you're right. But then if you post something positive, how many responses do you get? But if I post someone, getting their beat, then everybody's on there, they like it and they love it, and then we go back to that slave mentality. Why do we enjoy seeing each other getting hurt?
You know why though, honestly?
What's up?
It's because we feed into the craziness that's out here right now, because if you notice this, from the TV to the radio, all you gotta do is turn it on, and the first thing you're gonna see, even down to the news, first thing you're gonna see is what? Somebody got hurt, stabbed, killed. It's the first 5 minutes, because that's what they want you to know first. They don't want you to know about the store in the hood that's giving away, fruits and vegetables to people who are less fortunate. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you look at Facebook, the first thing in the feed is somebody getting their behind whipped.
Right.
Somebody, like for instance, when the whole Joy Lane thing happened.
Yeah.
We didn't have to share that video, but we did. You know what I'm saying? And a innocent life got killed. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be better than the mess that they feed us. Because honestly speaking, there's going to be positive and negative food for thought. And it's what you put on your plate, and you pick that fork up. If you're going to eat the negative,
I want to comment on that.
then that's exactly what you wanted.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. She about to comment. It's a delay. Here it come.
So forgive me for the pause. I can't control it. I wish I could. So here's the reality. Number one, there's an old saying, misery loves company.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
So many people feel miserable about themselves. They don't want to see anything positive. They want to see the negative because the negative helps them to feel good about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm. What's the delay? Here it come. 4, 3, 2.
Now, the other thing is, I don't know if you remember I spoke about vicarious trauma, Sekou?
Yes.
So vicarious trauma is when people experience trauma through other people. So what I call this world that we live in right now is trauma culture. Everything around us is traumatizing. So the trauma culture is what's the big circumference around everything. So the trauma is what fuels everything. Everything within us is based upon the trauma. So the television's trauma, internet's trauma, and people feel comfortable in it. People don't feel comfortable in good things anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, because they be like, oh, this is too good to be true.
Right.
Like, what?
There's no sense of hope. Hope is definitely dead.
Exactly, because they're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
And that's why it's important that we continue to do good things, to be the light in the world.
Yes. I agree, Rose.
I agree, Rose. Absolutely. Absolutely. 3, 2, 1. Now. Okay. Now. Okay. I apologize, people. Like this delay thing, I'm just trying to time out the delay with me and Rose so the show can flow. Besides us pausing because of the delay, but we agree with you, Rose. Absolutely. That's crazy. You lost my train of thought. But yeah, that is definitely true on how people misery loves company. The whole vicarious trauma is like, wow. And that's my first time hearing about it. Last week we talked about it, and I'm like, what is that? And she explained it to me, and I thought about it. You go through something, you tell her, now it's, oh my gosh, you were having a genuine, oh, it's so bad. And I'm like,
exactly.
Wow, what happened to yo? Now I want to know. Now I'm living through the trauma.
Right.
And now misery loves company. So that is definitely something that we all need to look into, because I ain't going to stunt. We all do it some kind of way, shape, or form. You know, and that's once again keeping that chain.
And
You
then
need
I
to break
don't
the chains.
know if you guys have ever heard this saying, if something good is happening in your life, don't tell anybody. You ever notice how people are quick to share bad news? But when good things are happening to them, we don't hear about it.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what it is.
But not even that though. People would say, I don't want to tell nobody because I don't want to mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
But if we speak in positivity and words
Positive things will happen.
happen. So Rose, yes, that is one saying that people do that behooves me.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that if you are speaking positive things to negative people, they can't hear you. And then they can't hold a good vision for you because they're too stuck in their trauma and drama.
Y'all hear that? That's message.
Yes. That was the message of our last coaching.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, absolutely. So, like, y'all we all need to do better than this. You know?
All of us have to.
But we have a minute left. Real quick, within this minute's time, Rose, do you have anything you would like to share before we start our
The
topic?
best thing that we can do for ourselves and within the community is to identify within ourselves what we need to heal so that we can provide support to those.
That is true. So if y'all negative, there's no point in talking to y'all. Y'all not hearing this anywhere. You know, so this for the positive folks so we can bring more light and bring more positivity. But we do have about like 25 seconds.
But we can have compassion for those people who don't know better yet. Remember, if you don't know, you don't know. And that goes for everything.
Yes. And we cannot be mad for a person that don't know, that really don't know.
Right.
You know. So, but wait a minute. She said one more thing. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Well, all right. I don't want to start talking. She start talking. But we're going to come back, Rose. Please hold on. We'll take another commercial break, and then from there we're going to go to our topic about the school and the school system and these beautiful students. So everyone, please keep on tuning in. Go to the YouTube page and go to the BeExposedRadio.com website. You'll see the whole show. We'll be back.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Check out this flashback.
If someone says that more money may create more problems for us who don't have a lot of money, we said, nah, that'll never be me. And when we look at the statement that's made by those who are making over six figures, millionaires, I dare say billionaires, we wonder, how is it that more money can cause more problems? Well, I can kind of understand how that may be the situation if the money that you have is not going towards things that are of a worthy cause. And that looks how you perceive it to be. If you feel like money should make you free, but after making more money, it traps you towards these things that will cause you to have to get more money to feel like you're free, then that's a vicious cycle that someone I can understand will not necessarily feel like they're the benefactor of. So take a look at the money that you already have, and if the money that you have is going to where it needs to go, then money becomes that tool that you need to have an ends to a means when it comes to your necessities in life.
You can catch me Thursdays from 8 to 10 on the Denasha Harrison Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh, yeah, I hear that. Hey, welcome back. Before we go into our today's topic, which is the school system, I would like to let all the Charm City Direct followers know that this Friday is a special broadcast from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. with E. Digger, the magical Anissa Maureen, Vic Kells, and D the Boss. Charm City Direct special broadcast is this Friday from 4 to 6. So that's what that is. And now our topic. All right, here we go. Now, what the topic is about the school system. Yes, everyone exhale with me, because this is serious. I work for the school system. I will not tell y'all what I do, but yes, I am a part of the school system. I have children, so I see the school system. I see Baltimore City and Baltimore County. I also see, what's that, Aberdeen? So it's the Aberdeen, Maryland?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it was in one of them, like Hartford.
Okay. Yeah, Hartford, Howard, them counties.
Yes.
I know about them also. So, like, I do watch these things. Now, I'm coming to my village, our village, for the fact is that the question is this. Do y'all think that schools now, today, in the year of 2017, are really here to teach these students? Or do y'all think it's just a way to either A, get a easy, quick paycheck. Well, it ain't easy, but get a quick paycheck or be a babysitter. You get what I'm saying?
I got you on that.
Okay, we gonna go around this table. I want to get your aspects on whether this is Baltimore County, Baltimore City. I don't care if it's even not in the state and city, because I know if it's happening here, it's happening everywhere. So I would like, let's start with Miss Teondra.
So here's
before Rose.
I want to
Rose.
comment on that too.
Yes, ma'am. Oh yeah. You want to start off, Rose? She's talking, y'all. Wait a minute. Here come. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, this delay thing is serious, but okay.
Sure. So
That's too
here's the
funny.
reality.
I love it, y'all. I
In
love it.
any society that we live in, there's going to be the good and there's going to be the bad. There's a lot of teachers who go into the career and get burnt out because they don't have the resources, they don't have the support, they don't have the administration support or the support from the parents.
That is true. Cause I hear it like all the time. Wow. And but she's still something else too. Oh yeah, she's going in. You can see her.
Got the black woman dance.
Yeah.
Neck
going.
Yep.
So we can blame the teachers.
There we go.
But at some point, where do we draw the line? When you've got these kids, I mean, think about it. There was all a student has to say is a teacher's done something, and that teacher's career is complete.
Yep.
Right?
I see.
So we have to be very careful to how we actually begin to blame the teacher or, say that they don't care. A lot of them do care, but their hands are tied. Their hands are tied. So we have to see it, from a wider vision than just saying, oh, they don't care. Some of them can't. They're suffering from vicarious trauma too. Social workers, the same thing. Youth workers, it's the same thing. They don't get the support that they need to make the changes that needs to be made. And nothing is worse than to know what needs to be done and can't do it. That's painful. I've been there myself.
Stressful. It goes back to that. It's a big chain. But yes, that is true. Absolutely. They make you think, y'all. She got more because I said moving. I'm just trying to wait for the delay to catch up because I want to hear what she got to say. This is my school time. 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to come. But yes, I definitely do agree with you, Rose.
And let's face it, and I apologize for my rant.
No, that's cool. Get your rant on.
When you solve the problems in a community, understand what the chain of effect is, right? If we solve the problem in the hood and everybody's singing Kumbaya and we have all the kids in school and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, what happens? We don't need police officers. We don't need judges. We don't need as many lawyers.
Control.
We don't need funeral homes as much as we do, because all of those industries, all the industries above marginalized communities depend and depict on what happens in our communities, right?
Yes.
So if you solve the problem, that leaves a whole bunch of people without jobs. So do they really want the problem solved? Let's look at it for what it is.
I look at it as control. A form of control in our society. Them controlling us, not us controlling them. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's how I look at it, as a control thing. And only why is because, like she stated, if we all unify. So now we are on police, We are on grocery market. We are on clothing store. We are us. It's nothing. We don't need them, but they will want to try to police us, or I'm using the word police as control, because like she just said, if this system was not set up this way and we all thought for ourselves instead of having someone think for us, for the ones that someone think for us, it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? It'd be like, it will be, I don't know if y'all seen the movie Posse. It's an old movie about the black westerns, and how these western towns, everybody had their own committee. It's only one sheriff and a deputy, but it was not a lot of crime, unless, of course, the main thug come through the city, bang, 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 and then the hero comes, kill them, and then everybody's peaceful. Fast forward, it's police officers, it's politicians, it's lawyers, district attorneys. These people I just named are needed for the sense of control, so that we as a people can stay in line. Because once again, when we had the gangs, Black Panthers, the Bloods, the Crips, when they was about community, they was the ones that kept the police, the politicians, the district attorneys out.
Right.
They didn't like that. That's why the bombings came in Central Park and in Philly. You dig? So things like that, once again, it's crazy. It goes back to fear.
Right.
So if they have us scared, they got control. Now the job is going. Now boom, bang, pow. I don't know if y'all aware that they already have statistics for second grade students.
Wow.
Second grade. What you like?
What's the statistic?
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, it's big. And it's like, what you second grade? You gotta be in at least 6, 7, maybe 8. 7. Okay, so you're 7 years old, second grade. You're enjoying school. They already got it set up where either you're gonna be a model citizen or a career criminal.
It's ridiculous.
People, open your eyes and look at all the schools closing.
Yeah.
Look at all the students who are being homeschooled. Look at all the students who's being homeschooled, and y'all may not know this, because like I said, I know this is what I do, so I know this. But the certain students that's being homeschooled, their credentials, school, prison. Yes, school to prison pipeline. Absolutely. Oh, I'm write that down because I'm gonna go back on that. School to prison pipeline. Yeah. So in the midst of that, they got it like this: second grade, career criminal, model citizen. And this is from what I see in Baltimore City. So what they do is, like Rose said, they'll take away resources. They'll cut down the funding for the music, the funding for the art, the field trips. Let me tell you something, Jack. I used to love field trips, but hated them going to different places.
Yeah. Exactly.
But even the trips that I went to, I hated. I still learned.
Right.
The key thing is we still gotta instill in our kids to learn. Now, for the ones that's being homeschooled, with how they flim-flam it is, it has to be underneath of the criteria of Baltimore City.
Okay.
It cannot be under the criteria of Teondra White, Sekou Evans, Genuene the MC. Because it does not stand if you want to stop homeschooling and start them in a school. Your credits is not going to be valid. You understand? So we as a people had to find that balance, because in a sense, it's going to be weird that I say this. In a sense, we do need this government. In a sense. And that's just only to learn what they doing wrong so we can do right. As a people.
That's true.
Not as black people, not as white, as humans in general. Because I deal with all races every day. from the Latino. I had a lady call me today, bless her heart, and she really felt a certain way about a certain school because of her race. Until I had to explain to her, it's not your race.
The only way to beat a system is to learn the system. And that's where our people go wrong. They want to fight against the system. It's not to fight against the system. Learn the system so you know how to combat it from the inside.
Bong! Right. You ain't. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I said, like, we do, quote unquote, need this government. We got to learn. We got. Think of all the TV shows we watch. G.I. Joe, Transformers, all the cartoons that's fighting. What do? Send a spy inside, learn what's going on, and take him off from the inside. Next thing you know, is no murders, no killings. Everybody's happy. Same thing. Art imitates life, which imitates art. So, yeah, if it's happening on TV, it can happen in real life, but we gotta mean it. Yes. We can't mean it today and then not mean it tomorrow.
And then because it's too hard, we want to stop.
Right.
But is that not what I say about the music all the time, Sekou?
Yes. It's exactly what you say about the music all the time. Absolutely. So we had to do something. Let's learn. Let's learn so we can fight, so we can win. I'm tired of fighting and not winning. How about we win? Win something.
We're not fighting.
No, I know. But in the last 30 seconds.
You don't see people in the hood or in marginalized communities listening to rock music to understand how other cultures think. But yet, you can go to some of the biggest universities, and what are they teaching? They're teaching you about hip-hop. They're teaching you about the hip-hop artists.
Yes.
Unpacking the lyrical contents. Why? Because that is where the knowledge is. Yeah. But yet, they tell us, oh, the music's bad.
Or we are destroying the community.
Well, let me Rose, we want. Wait a minute, she said something. 4, 3, 2. I like that little head thing. 1. David, she like that, so you know. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it come. Sorry, y'all. It's a whole delay thing. I'm just trying to keep the delay. I do apologize. That is funny as I watch myself do the head thing.
It's so silly.
I find humor in everything. That's positive. Yeah. I gotta find humor in everything. But until Rose come in, we're gonna come back because it's time to pay some bills. Hopefully, when we come back, we can see what Rose said again because I know it was important. But reclaim yourself. Call us 410-702-5657. Topic is schools and the current education. We'll be back.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story, adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org.
Not taking responsibility for other people's emotions and things that's going on, and owning up to who you are. I know that's what you were finishing on, so you can speak more on that, sister.
Yeah, just making sure, because at the end of the day, what happens to us, especially women, we're nurturers. So by life, we tend to want to, I call men projects, like fix-me-uppers, people that come with issues. And for some reason, people, we all have issues, but people who want you to help them through their issues, So we take on projects because we get to the point to where we're like, okay, I just want to have somebody, as opposed to the quality of the person that you're getting. And then we start to own all of their issues, and we start to feel bad because things are not progressing the way that we want it to, and that's not fair to us. So we can't own somebody else's stuff. If somebody's not ready when you meet them, that's not your fault. That's theirs. It's their loss. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger, the host of the Charm City Direct Radio Show. Make sure you catch me and my crew every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, then now, welcome back. Miss Garden says she will be coming back later on, but she would like to send her love and light to everybody. She appreciates everyone that's tuning in today. I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Thank y'all for my guests that's coming in today. Yeah, the school system. That's what he was talking about.
Yes.
Rose kicked it off.
Yes. With the school system, it's times that I've spoken to teachers outside of my job, and these teachers have these stories. I'm not going to lie, I feel sorry for them. Now, back in the day, I didn't like no teacher. Of course, none of us really did, because we was young, dumb, and we thought we knew it all. But me being an adult now and speaking to these teachers, majority of these teachers, I lie to you not, are in fear. Not in fear of what the mama, the father, the uncle, the cousin, the brother want to do, in fear of their job. Because, just like Rose stated, actually Rose and Genuine both stated, you pop that child, or you discipline that child, or you correct that child. Not pop because you're a teacher. But if you lean on that child because you're a teacher, and you've been telling little Ray for the past 35 minutes to please sit down and do your work, by the 36th minute, you're going to be like, as in you banging the table, everybody, calm down, I'm tired of it. Now it's, oh, Mr. Sekou got an attitude. Now everybody pulling on phones. Ma, he said this to me. I go through so many stories of kid called my parent called me with a complaint because something that the teacher did. And at the end of all these talks, which I think is funny, oh, my kid don't do nothing wrong. My kid is just so good. Let me tell y'all something. I'm not going to sit there and say all these children are bad. I'm not going to sit there and say all these children are good. I will sit there and say a lot of these children are misunderstood. A lot of these children that's acting up are looking for outlets. The ones that's not acting up are about to act up because it's no outlets. And when they do go tell, hey, teacher, little Ray keep throwing sand in my hair. Instead of moving little Ray, they move the one that told. So now that parent has an attitude. Why my child got moved and they didn't do nothing? Why this child that did something got to stay? And it's really hard to talk to these parents to let them know that these schools are really, really a daycare. Now, don't get me wrong. I've came across many of teachers that really love their students. It's times that they have contacted me, and put them on hold for a second, and I don't push the hold so they hear the music. I push mute.
Right.
And I'll walk away, come back. I just grab my phone and listen. And like these teachers are so caring. And I don't mean just elementary because these are babies. Middle school, high school, like they are so caring. But then you do have the younger ones that is, and there's nothing against y'all that is in your 20s. I respect y'all for what y'all do. Salute. I love y'all. But for the teachers that's new to the teaching field, some of y'all take this as daycare. You know, I'll play the newest song and they can be my friend. You know,
I'm not going to say I'm discriminating against a 20-year-old teacher, but I do not agree with it. We still have a lot of life to learn. How can you teach my child things that you probably haven't learned yet?
Yes.
Like you say, conflict resolution. If a parent's mother's
to
calling to tell on the teacher, and they haven't decided to have a parent and teacher conference to sit down with the teacher and the student to understand the problem.
Yep.
The problem's never going to be identified because we playing the blame game. Then the child learns the same behavior and it goes over and over again. And the more I think about the question and after listening to Rose, I think it's a community issue.
It is.
Because at one point it used to be certain things weren't acceptable.
Yep.
Teenage pregnancy is not acceptable for kids to date at young ages. And all of these things have become acceptable. So now we're looking at the kids like, well, why are you acting like that? I mean, what do you mean?
Right.
Now, also, yeah, I definitely, agree with that because at 20 plus, I don't think you should be educating anybody because you need to educate yourself first because you can misguide a person. I don't care if they're in elementary school, middle school, high school, whatever case may be, but you can misguide a person very quickly.
Easy.
Yeah. But the other part to that is too, you have a lot of teachers though who are just there to collect the check. And when you looking at that aspect of it, look at how many times here in Baltimore alone, a snow day come out, they happy as I don't know what because they don't got to come in and teach these so-called bad kids.
I concur.
And which is bad because then you're looking at like, well, who's teaching the class? Is it the student teaching the teacher or is it the other way around? And sometimes it is literally the students teaching the class and that teacher what to do, how to act, and it's a terrible misconception when it comes down to the word educator because if we really put a positive spin on it, to me, I have friends of mine that are educated themselves. Those are people who care. They get up in the morning and they want to go there and get these people their GED or their diploma. But if you're out there right now and all you want to do is just go out and not care about the kids and what the kids are coming to you, because there's a lot of kids that are acting out right now that rather be educated out there on that street.
Yes.
Because they come into class every day and you have this nonchalant attitude or whatever. And that's the problem now. And that's why you see the radio, the mumble rappers, the TV, and the drug dealers out there. Those are the educators now because nobody is really caring about not even little Susie or little Anthony out there for real. And that is a epidemic that will continue and to be buckled down and do something.
Well, it will continue. I concur. But the only way it can stop is, I'm gonna lie, it has to start at home. It has to. I don't care if it's 30 seconds. I don't care if it's a mother and father and the child, mother, child, father, child, separated homes, however it may be, mom and dad or mom, stepdad, mom, whoever need to come to one accord when it comes to raising a student in school. That's all I'm saying. I know houses got different rules. I know parents raise their children differently, within themselves. But when it comes down to knowledge and learning and being in school, I really think that they need to co-parent together. When we come back from this break, we're still on this topic, but I want to discuss something that happened a while ago about the teacher that called a student a little nigga. And also want to talk about how these teachers look down on these little students, stereotype-wise. You understand? So we're going to pay some bills. Like I said, school topic is, the topic is school. Is it current education for these kids? Not for the kids. Teachers want a paycheck? Is it daycare? Call me, 410-702-5657. Reclaim yourself.
Business owners need more customers? Offer fantasy sports contests and generate more sales. Restaurants, bars, hotels, auto dealerships, real estate offices. Whatever your business, fantasy sports contests can help you increase your sales and bring you more loyal customers. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. Our software lets you customize contests fast and easy for your brand. That's right. Visit Fanify.com or call 888-55-SPORT. That's 888-55-SPORT or visit Fanify.com. Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the radio loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the radio loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is. Because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person. And if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Before we continue this topic about the current education for these students, I want to thank every and anybody that is tuning in. We do apologize for the technical difficulties, the Facebook difficulties, but we're still on. Go to BeExposedRadio.com. That's the website. It's definitely worth it. So, yeah. Also, go to YouTube/BeExposedRadio. There you can go to all the shows. And it will be no delay from Facebook. So, yeah. Y'all check it out. But now back to this topic. A while ago, and it's funny that I'm bringing this back up, because when it happened, I said something to my colleagues, and everybody looked at me crazy. Then they thought about it, and then they agreed. So I'm going to say what I said again, because I want y'all to look at me crazy. Then I'm going to understand it, and y'all going to, y'all may not agree.
Okay, go ahead. Come on. Come on, I'm ready for this.
Come on, Cletus, let's go. All right, back in the day, within this year or last year, anyway you put it, do y'all remember when the Caucasian teacher called the young boy the little nigga, and you act like this, this is how you know, blah, 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 blah. How she really belittled this little boy? Now, I'm going to be 100 with all of y'all. None of y'all know what happened before that.
We normally never do.
Of course, never do. We just see that and just straight bash this lady. You know how many phone calls I got on that lady? From people outside of Baltimore, Maryland, Orlando, Florida, Ohio, Cleveland. Well, Cleveland is Ohio, but Massachusetts. I'm like, ma'am, this is Baltimore.
Right.
Well, I seen on CNN. Like, this lady really got death threats. Now, what I'm going to say is, if this lady was not Caucasian, it'd be no problem. Right. Which is not fair. Right. If this lady was a man that said that, it'd be no problem. A black man that said that, it'd be no problem. And it's not fair. They pushed that white lady to the end.
I'm sure.
You understand? And this is not just that one day. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you. Because I did I didn't do investigations, but, we talk within the district. And it came back to me. Like, this lady has asked for help. Has went to a superior. You dig? We as people will break. We don't care if we talking to 3-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 25-year-olds. If we're feeling though we're not getting through to you and we're trying to do our job, we're going to snap.
Right, because we're humans.
Boom. Customer service people. You understand? Yes. Call centers. Yes. You're going to snap. You may not snap with that person, but you're going to mute that phone like this. Goddamn. Yes, ma'am. How you doing? You understand? So that's why I sat there and said that. Like, that teacher calling that man out of his name, the little boy out of his name, he probably get called nigga every day outside of school.
And he probably carry himself
and
like
see
that.
Boom. That's it. Hold on. Before you say it again, man.
He probably carry yourself like that.
So you a spade is called a spade.
Yeah, and that's what it is right there.
Exactly.
If you're going to be out here carrying yourself like a nigga, then what do you think? What do you think that a teacher,
yes,
even your peers is going to call you?
Yes.
How can you get upset? We get upset every time somebody else other than our color says this word. Mm-hmm. I'm getting so sick and tired of this. We got upset at 2 prominent people that was white that said the word nigga, right?
Yes. Yes.
But we can justify it by going up. If I say Sekou out there, he already know. I'm gonna say, "What's up, my nigga?" Right. But let a white person say that or an Hispanic person say that. Now all of a sudden, now we got a problem.
Yeah.
And now we ready to fight over a word. But my mentality is this: if how in the world can we get upset over this little boy being called that when we use it every single solitary day?
That's the point that I'm making. Yes.
So my mentality is when I look at Jay-Z concerts, one thing he does that I like about him is he's not looking at a color. Because here's the thing, just like in hip hop, 60% of the people who buy the hip hop music is white.
Yep.
So with that being the case, where do you think they learn the word from? They learn it from us.
Bung.
Where you think that's why these kids?
Whoa, wait a minute. They did not learn it from us. Well, I'm
talking about this generation.
They did.
Right. I'm only talking about this generation.
You still got great grandma, great grandpa with the Confederate flag. Like, that little nigga friend better not come through here.
Right. But here's the thing though. That's why I don't really say we should like not take down all the Confederacy statues and stuff like that for real. Because if that's the case, then we need to take everything that represents America, because America was built on racism all day, every day. Well, this is what we was built upon: racism, murder, corruption.
It was.
So that's what it is, though, for real. Yeah. Slavery is slavery the whole bit, for real. It goes right back to the original thing, though. For real.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Because we think that's the norm.
I'm sorry. I just want to interject real quick.
Yes, man. Hey, everybody. This is my engineer, Miss Nicole. Go ahead, Paul.
If we're talking about the same video I'm thinking about, she didn't even call him a nigga. She said, if you want to act like a nigga, that's what you're going to be treated as.
Exactly.
And so I'm like, I didn't see anything wrong with that, because she was just trying to point out to him that what you act like is what people are going to
exactly. They're going to perceive you as to be a nigga if that's what you're going to act like.
Right. And that's the same as your mama saying, "Yo, you act like a fool, I'm gonna call you a fool."
Right.
Exactly.
You damn fool. Mom, stop calling me a fool. Or then act smarter then. Same thing, people.
It's the same thing.
Exact thing. And I'm happy you said that, because that's exactly what happened. She told him, if you keep acting like a little nigger, you're going to either end up dead or in jail because you act like a little nigger. And all they heard was, little nigger. Ooh, I'm telling mom. And my phone blew up. Like to the point that morning when I woke up and I cut the knees on,
You knew.
I said, I don't feel like going to work today.
Right.
Hell no. 45 is right there. I don't want to go to the work, but I did it. And I got more of it. And I had to sit back, and I ain't gonna lie. I don't care what y'all say. That Caucasian teacher, I salute her. Because she stood her ground as much as she
told
could.
the truth.
Absolutely.
You told the truth. Here's the thing. The truth is going to hurt regardless how you look at it.
Yes. Forget your color. It's going to hurt.
It's not about a color, though.
It's going to hurt.
It's not about a color because there's ignorant white niggas out there as well.
Boom.
So with that being the case, and that's the thing. That's why, like, when I listen to people like Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
If you go back and listen to Pimp a Butterfly.
Pimp a Butterfly. That's my favorite
I
album.
want you to go back and listen to the live version of I that's on his album,
which is dope.
And the reason why, that live version was specifically, put there, it was on it for a reason, because when you use that word, people say, "Oh, you shouldn't use it" or whatever, but it has to be. But how can you tell me what I can't use out of my mouth? This is my mouth. So with that being the case, he broke down the word niggas,
which is kings.
N-U-G.
N-E-G-U-S.
Kings, emperors.
Yes, niggas. My daughter got a picture of that. Like, she drew the word. The first time I saw it, I was like, niggas? That's dope. She like, nah,
Just
Dad,
like
you know what I mean?
On YouTube, there was a white kid that was in the spelling bee, and the whole time
Niggas,
he thinking that they want him to spell a racial slur, but no, he's talking about emperor, black king. So if we're gonna use a word, if we're gonna speak some truth in it, then do your research.
Yeah,
I believe in educating ourselves for real. Stop worrying about what's in those textbooks, because the truth is not in those textbooks in school. Though, honestly speaking, though, for real.
Actually, you know what, my dude? As crazy as it may sound, the truth is in there, but you gotta like read it between the lines.
You gotta dig a little deeper.
You gotta dig.
You gotta interpret it.
The way that situation was handled, when you really think of it, did it actually help the student or did it hinder him? Because of the simple fact that if they would have reiterated the message in what she said, maybe it would have helped him change his attitude or his ways.
I concur.
But instead,
exactly,
it just encouraged him to act
like a nigga.
Right.
Yes.
Because now it's like anybody that tells you that you acting like a nigga, they're the ones that's wrong. They're gonna be disciplined.
All it did is
and
open
you
the
just
door for the
continue
students.
to act
Right.
like a nigga.
Exactly.
And that's why now, these young dudes walk the streets with the pants sagging and high on whatever they on,
right,
and nodding off in the middle of their walking. Our Caucasian folks see us and cross the street, grab that pocketbook, lock their door. You understand? Even to the point they be like, "Hey, dude, I don't want any trouble." Like, yo, we not here for trouble.
Right.
But I understand now, like, me, myself, being a black man with locks that lives in a Jewish community. I ain't gonna stunt. Yes. I understand a lot of cultures that's not mine. Because I step out of myself and step in their culture. Just so I get an understanding of what they're seeing. And what I see for our people, we need to do better. We need to support better.
Yeah. We don't have no respect for ourselves.
Well, see, and that's terrible, but I understand now why we don't.
I do too.
Yeah.
But it's not acceptable.
It's not acceptable.
It's not supposed to be acceptable, though.
Absolutely.
It's not supposed to be acceptable.
That's that normal shit that I'm talking about. It's not normal to be like, oh, F him because either he's darker or lighter. Oh, I'm scared of him because he's a bigger dude and I'm small.
Right.
No, I should be like, yo, that's my dude.
Right.
Oh, that's my sister over here.
Right.
You not, oh, she got this on. Right. Oh, she da 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 da. It should be my black sister. You looking nice today. Da 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 da. You know, I don't care if you got on the shortest, tightest thing.
Right.
Still treat that individual like they got on the most baggiest clothes.
And that's
you
the
understand?
culture.
Exactly.
That's the culture now. What we see happening in our communities is that if you're different or you're doing better,
right.
You know, it used to be that we would see, like my generation, we would see somebody out that had good things going, and you strive to be that. Now it's either if you see somebody doing good, it's like, oh, he phony.
Yep.
Or I'm instead of trying to strive to that, you're gonna do whatever you can do to take it away from that person.
That's the problem right there, because
huge problem,
especially here in Baltimore with how it is now with hip hop artists. Look how many hip hop artists have died. This is not here in Baltimore, this period.
No, yeah.
There's not none.
No, yeah, you're talking about worldwide. A lot has died.
So many artists have died because the person sees this person have $100 in their pocket, and because they need that, they're gonna offer you to get that 100. But then when they got it, then what? Then what's next? Because
it wasn't even that they necessarily needed it. They just didn't want you to have it.
Exactly, and they didn't want you to have it. And so, with that being the case, we gotta change our whole mentality. We need to work together, and that's the problem with the black community. We always quick to say, "Oh, the white person did this."
We are to blame people.
And this whole conversation just went full circle because it goes right back to post-traumatic slave.
Right.
That's why.
That's what it is, though.
And I'm tell y'all something, y'all. No bull. First of all, I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. Shout out to DJ Droopy for giving me the topic, cause I ain't gonna stunt. I really didn't have a topic, and I really wanted to be like with this community, but I didn't want to be the same cliche. Let's talk about music, because it's so much going on in our community, and it's crazy, and I'm very thankful for it. And now I'm seeing it because she just said it. Every show we had all comes together. It all equals to the next show. Even down to our old school versus new school music, how it affected the community. Post-traumatic slave syndrome, the city schools, gold diggers and groupies. Like, it's so many topics that we did, and it all goes back to the same. Post-traumatic slaves disorder, trying to impress, trying to be like trying to overdo the next person instead of supporting them and not really being like them, but doing you like them. Y'all get what I'm saying?
And that's coming up in the 80s or what have you. This is what you saw, though. You saw a lot of emulation. You saw a lot of people that said, okay, well, I want to be the next rock star, I want to be the next teacher. But nowadays, it's like, I want to be the next drug dealer because this person has all the money. Nobody wants to be a teacher. No one wants to be a police officer because in this day and age, people are afraid of being a police officer because they don't want to get shot and killed because they just wear the badge.
You know what? Ain't about being shot and killed because you wear a badge. If you put that, you could be a security guard, a CEO. If you have a badge on now,
period,
you are looked at as a leper.
Yes, that's the truth.
And
that's the truth.
It's bad everything. Bad teachers, good teachers. Bad cops, good cops. Bad people, good people. Black people, white people, brown people. We all got bad in us. Scratch that. Lack of motivation. Absolutely. Like
lack of motivation.
I lack of motivation.
And that's what it is.
It has died.
Yes.
And this is why I be so amped on these Wednesday shows. It's because that I want to be the voice to motivate y'all. That's why I got my voices over here, Teondra. That's why I got my MC over here, Genuene. That's why I roll with Rose. That's why Be Inspired is coming up next. That's why I have the engineer Nicole and shout out the mastermind and all my crew, because we know what needs to be done in this community.
But will we do it though?
And then that can go right into the welfare system.
Bung. See what I'm saying? Like,
which was designed to hinder us.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
School board, government assistance, Planned Parenthood, all these little things are
data capturers.
Yes.
That's for our data for them to use it against us.
And then top that off with child support.
Right.
So now it's
more data to
kick the man out the house.
Don't take care of their children.
I can see now with this topic, I'm gonna have to do a part 2. You under dig? Because I realize a lot of our topics we end up doing a part 2 because when we do the topic, we don't realize it's just that big until we bring it out to the masses.
Because there's so much information.
So much to talk about.
It's so much to talk about. So much information that needs to be out there.
Yes.
For the public in general to actually get here, soak it up, and then give it back.
Absolutely. So on that's a beautiful note. I like that, homie. Strong drink. On that note, we're gonna pay some bills. We're gonna come back, and then we're gonna do a little quick wrap up. I got something for y'all as usual. But reclaiming ourselves, Sekou the Madman, Miss Teondra White, Genuene the MC.
All day.
We here. We'll be back, y'all.
Well, Jason, I've got to tell you, you're pretty much everything this company is looking for in an entry-level candidate.
Great.
Your resume isn't quite what we're used to, but you've got a fantastic work ethic.
Thank you.
And I'm impressed by how you carry yourself.
So, should we talk about the job?
What? The job? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have no way of recruiting or even meeting you. This interview didn't happen.
It may sound ridiculous, and that's because it kind of is. There's a huge pool of talent your company is missing out on. Meet the grads of life. Who are they? Talent worth knowing about. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or even mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Man, we really could have used him.
Don't miss out on a resource many innovative companies have already discovered. Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
My name is Ruth Rusey. I'm a retired teacher. I'm 91 years old, and this is how I live United. I say retired, but not really. Once a week, I read books to children as part of United Way's education program. Reading to a child creates links between language and literacy. It creates a bond between grown-up and child. And believe it or not, it prepares them for a better academic future. Oh, we read about frogs and flies and pigs with wings, all sorts of juicy stuff. It's a joy to watch all those little faces. I figure I have the time and they have the need. And I've always believed that if we're not here to help each other, then what are we here for really? My name is Ruth Rusey. I help kids prepare to succeed in school. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Go.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
All right, y'all. Welcome back. This has been, oh my gosh, an amazing show. I don't want to go home. Like, I hate this when we get to this stretch of the show. Well, me in our last segment.
Can I say something before you end
Yes,
it?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
The teacher. I'm going to be quick about this, and I'm going to be the president of Voices.
Please do. Please do. Get close to the mic, Voices.
We're not looking at the big picture. Like Sekou said, the teacher requested help. And I've been a volunteer in the school for a full school year. Okay. And I was a volunteer for a similar teacher. Okay. When I walked into her classroom, I could not see her. She was sitting down, the kids up, they moving around. And me being me, I spoke to her, but I got tired of everyone coming up, well, who are you? Are you Deja's mom? And I said, well, can I just say something? And I told them, I'm not sure what happened before I came here, but while I'm here, we're going to learn. And I'll do whatever it is that needs to be done to help you learn. I can say about 6 kids knew what was going on. The teacher loved the fact that I was there. She asked them, could I stay there? The other staff laughed at her.
Of course.
Because she needs to know how to teach her own class.
Right. Don't need no help.
But the class is 26 students.
Y'all hear that? That's another problem. 26 students, one teacher.
Which is ridiculous.
26 personalities can't learn in one room nowhere.
Exactly.
Let alone children with behavior problems. And then we have children who are documented in poverty who don't know how to focus.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
It is a major problem. And for the parents who are calling to blame on the teacher, I say shame on you, because you're not even looking at the problem and you just encouraged another group of children to act like in the classroom
and disrespectful.
And when as parents are not taking this as a serious issue.
Yes.
That's why no one else is taking it as a serious issue. The same way we occupied Wall Street, we need to occupy every school.
I concur. Occupy schools.
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say something real quick.
No, go ahead.
But if we're gonna occupy the schools, let's go to the mayor, and let's go to the governor, and even the president that's cutting funding right now to the education period.
That's what we're going to work on.
We had to hold them accountable. The lottery money and the
and the casino money.
Yeah,
that bill passed. We still trying to figure out where the money at.
And we're going to work on that. I hate cutting this topic short. Ooh, 7 o'clock comes too quick. All right. Before we go, Miss Teondra.
Yes.
Tell them how they can find you, what you do, real quick. Please. I hate to put it in the 30-second spell, but
no, it's fine. Voices is on Facebook for now. We're just using Facebook as a platform. We're working on building our own networking and websites to use. Voices stands for Voices of Individuals Changing and Empowering Society. And I also have a Black History page that goes throughout the year, which is Our History, Black History 2017. And any of my pages are my name, Teondra White, Instagram, Facebook. I do not have a Twitter, and I don't use Snapchat. Honestly, you can just call me on the phone. Like, I'm old school. I'm not really into this stuff.
And I will post all of our stuff on the page in this upcoming week. Mr. Genuene, before we leave out, before I give them my surprise, can you please just spit a quick 16 for me?
Oh, okay. I got you on that. This right here is off my album real quick, for real. It's called Father Time. Hello, yes, I'm back with a vengeance, blessed by the Holy One, burning like incense. Yeah, I came in the game so unforgettable, then I prayed that you will leave it all that unforgettable. Then your face turned yellow. Forget your assistant and sister, no, you fellows that played the back so long. I deserve extra, absolutely one of a kind. You special, see, I never was retarded, but got put up in a dumb class. That's the yellow bus riders who never needed a bus pass. Never complained, to sit back and watch how time waits for no man, including that clock. Try to bribe for the time, but he sent me Mother Goose because the eggs and my back had me cooking like a goose. Stop.
We're gonna stop right there. Because we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna stop right there. All right, y'all. I'm gonna leave out with just sit there saying we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. I'm gonna leave out on a call to action. So we'll see y'all next week, but stay tuned because Be Inspired Radio is next. I am Sekou the Madman, but we claim himself. Teondra White, President of Voices.
Guys.
Genuene from Splash Boys.
Splash Boys was good.
I'll catch y'all next week. I call to action, y'all.
Time.
Yeah, exactly. Holla.
You're missing disturbs the peace of me. Missing girl, who you be? Missing girl, who you be? Your missing is disturbing all of humanity. Your mission is missing.